Welcome to the channel. Goats are sort of sunbathing behind me. We have not had any issues trying to keep, knock on wood, we haven't had any issues trying to keep these guys in here. And before, they'd have been out same day. So I definitely cannot complain at all. This electric fence, I was very skeptical on. I really hated to do it, but honestly, it worked out really well. That definitely has made things a lot easier and a lot better. Now, the other problem that I'm running into, well, I'll show you. This is the problem. As you can see, we got a bunch of chickens out, and I'm sure we have more than that out. Yep, here comes some more. This has just been a disaster. I mean, right here, that's not doing anything. And I know, I should have known, like this stuff here, that's how chintzy it is. It's ripped everywhere. We had raccoons come in here and they tore, the camera's probably not even picking it up, but they tore all this, so that just hangs. There's big holes everywhere, all the way up through here. And it's just been a disaster. I have more chickens out every day than I have in. The turkey's out, the goose is out. I don't even get where they're getting out because they don't really fly up. The turkey does a little, but the goose doesn't at all. So probably down here is where they all got out. So I don't know. I'm gonna make some provisions. We're gonna mount some wire on the inside instead of the outside, and we're definitely not gonna use this chintzy junk that I thought was gonna work, because they run into it, they smash into it. It's not a good combination, not at all. I don't think I'm gonna get carried away doing anything up above, because I think the majority of them are getting out from underneath. So I basically have to get everything around the outskirts or around the perimeter of it, just down low. It's about 4 feet high, and that should take care of what we need. I have some extra chain link fence that we recently picked up. So my mother-in-law had a bunch of that sitting around, and we got some of that. I don't know if it's gonna be enough, but it should be, you know, at least to get a good jump. And then I have some extra fencing from the goats. So regardless, I think it's gonna do better than what we're kind of doing now. The chicken wire that I did have, I put that on the outside. I probably should have put that on the inside. I think that would have probably done a little bit better, because then they'd be pushing against the pipes instead of kind of out against. This is definitely one of them instances where cheaper wasn't better. We got some tin and the chain link. That I'm gonna probably take it loose, slide the holes through, because I don't really know that we need those per se. Although I could let them attached, so it kind of adds a little bit of rigidity, and the height stays the same for the fence. So we might just let them attach. However, if we do that, the chickens will jump up there, almost guaranteed. So we're probably gonna have to take them out. The more I think about it, I think I'm gonna flip this, and we'll put this, the bar, at the bottom to just kind of keep it tight on the ground. Then I really don't have to fasten it too much at the bottom. First, before anything we do, we got a little chick running around. I know I'm not gonna have enough to go the whole way. I'm gonna just do like the biggest troubled areas that I know of. Right here's a giant hole. This stuff is not designed for this, I get that. But wow, is it just junk. It tears so easy. It's crazy. This is so rigged, it's not even funny. I need to just get better fencing and go across the whole thing. But as I've said with some other things around here, all this stuff is temporary, so I'm just trying to do it just to get me by until once we start building our house and everything else, then none of this is going to be down here. And I don't want to have to take out permanent fencing and all that stuff and posts and big cages, and I'm going to have enough on my plate already. I'm not gonna lie, I've actually contemplated even wanting to film this because it is so much of a, it just looks bad. Having like so many different ways of, and it's all stuff that I had laying around. This is the stuff that it should have had. This stuff hasn't ripped. It just looks so rigged, and it is. But the simple fact is, I am trying to do this just so it works and lasts long enough. So, and part of me filming this is to just kind of, you know, farming, raising animals. It's not what you may think it is. It's not sunshines and rainbows all the time. There's work involved, and you have animals getting out. In fact, every single one of them is pretty much out right now at this point. So yeah, I'm kind of showing it real and how it is. Let me say, this isn't very fun, but I think it's gonna work a heck of a lot better. Yeah, it only goes up that high, but the majority of our issues I think we're having is stuff down low. And I think having the bar down there is gonna be kind of beneficial too. So there's a giant hole down here, right where I stopped. So I'm gonna put another panel in here, probably run down as far as I can. I think for the majority of this side, there wasn't any issues. None of that's ripped. All that wire's still on. So I think everything there is pretty good. Majority of our issues is actually up where that chicken is sitting right now on that ledge. Down there, that thing was all loose on both sides. And right in here, the whole way up through. Wow, okay. Well, he led me to believe I was gonna pick him up. Well, that pretty much covers this entire side. Again, I don't think I'm gonna do anything with this because I don't see any issues with this side. So there's not really a reason to fix something that's not broke, at least not yet. There is a bunch of stuff over the top that is broke, but I think what's happening there is one, the raccoons, and two, when the chickens were out, they were coming in over the top and then coming down through and ripping it. So if we can keep them in, that won't happen. There's nothing saying that they won't fly from here up to there, but with all this stuff kind of hanging in the way, I kind of doubt it, and I have yet to see them do it. And you need to get down. Have to zip tie that back shut because there's a hole there. They can hop up here, which again, if I had the fence on the inside, they wouldn't be able to get to that. The easiest test to make sure that they stay in there, come out tomorrow afternoon, and that'll be a true test to whether or not that works. I'm sure it's gonna work. It's just, are they getting out somewhere else that I don't know about yet? I came up to feed the next day and no chickens out. So huge plus with that. It solved a problem, at least temporarily until they find another way out. And once they do that, then we'll just fix that. So we'll see how long this lasts, but it's definitely, it's gonna at least be better than it was, where 90% of them were out when I'd come home from work anyway. So now, even if it's only like one that gets out, that's still better than having almost all of them. Anyway, that's gonna do it. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next video.